with escalating energy prices, uncertain financial and commodity markets, rising inflation, and the long-term need to mitigate the impact of climate change, this report raises many important issues. There is much that the East of England can agree with in the report, and actually would probably ask the authors to go further. The need for specific energy policies aimed at rural areas is self-evident, along with the need to have a balanced energy mix. The report also addresses the serious issue of energy poverty. Indeed, we have a situation at the moment where many EU countries do not even recognise the concept of energy poverty and therefore do little to alleviate it. This therefore has to be a priority. However, this is not something new. Former Welsh MEP Eleanor Morgan was talking about energy poverty in 2008, and things haven't moved on since. So more needs and should be done. Despite being a prosperous region, 13% of households are classified as being in energy poverty. That's spending more than 10% of their income on fuel and energy per month. However, this high number of 13% actually masks an even higher number within rural areas, which is more around 20%. Indeed, in July of this year, the UK government published a report which showed that households in rural areas are more likely to be in energy poverty than those in urban areas, and I think the report backs up that conclusion. Therefore, if we are to convince European citizens of the need for more renewable energy and the inevitable increased cost that this will bring to their bills, then we must act now to combat this problem. Both the energy companies and policymakers will lose credibility if they do not address this issue now. And for the East of England's part, we are trying to do this. Global climate change poses a very real threat to the East of England. Our low-lying geography, vulnerable coastline, and already scarce water resources make us the UK region most at threat from degradation of our ecosystem and the dramatic impact of climate change. And, like many public authorities across Europe, organisations in the region face a tight financial situation that limits their absolute ability to deal with these concerns. Getting more for less is essential if we are to improve the living standards in a way that significantly reduces carbon emissions, uses resources more carefully, and increases our economic competitiveness. Challenges, of course, are there to be overcome. And the East of England has implemented a broad programme of activities to help mitigate these problems and to take advantage of our region's assets, to take advantage of our renewable energy potential, which is one of the largest in the UK outside of Scotland, and our world-renowned academic and research potential, or indeed the use of the intelligent use of our Regional Development Fund. The East of England's European Regional Development Fund for the current financial period is aimed at supporting and promoting low-carbon economic growth within the region. So just one or two examples. Since opening in November 2008, Orbis Energy, and you can see it in the top right-hand corner, although some of the images have disappeared, has become a focal point for offshore renewable energy technologies in the region. The centre has helped its tenants and clients take best commercial advantage of the emerging offshore renewable energy industry, and the centre represents an investment of over €3 million from our region's ERDF. And it's a striking example of how our programme acts as a catalyst for supply chain development and local regeneration, whilst also tackling the wider energy challenge of a rural region. We have also made great strides to combat two complementary challenges in the form of, one, dealing with our waste disposal issues, and two, increasing our renewable energy production. Adnus Bioenergy has developed a groundbreaking facility in the east of England designed specifically to produce renewable energy and to reduce carbon emissions and landfill waste. The anaerobic digestion facility converts food waste from local businesses, hotels and restaurants, along with brewery waste, into green gas and other byproducts. The total project cost is over €3 million, and it has received substantial support from our Regional Development Fund, the Regional Development Agency, and central government. It's estimated that the facility will save the equivalent of 50,000 tonnes of CO2. So, in conclusion, as a rural region with substantial problems, but also lots of opportunity, we call on all governments at all levels, from local authorities in our own region to the European Commission and others, to take responsibility and act now to ensure that we meet the energy and climate challenge. Rural areas have highly specific problems, but as I have tried to show, they also represent an opportunity for investment and the potential to generate a vast amount of our renewable energy demands in the future. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that by all parties working together, industry, government, regulators, and local authorities, we can meet the big energy challenges of the future.